Good morning, everybody. How is everyone? Welcome.
Oh,
And good morning, Brooke. Hi.
hi. Good
How are
morning.
you?
Good afternoon.
What we're talking about today, everybody, is the products that both Brooke and I use with my clients. And I think the best way that I describe it is to nourish and detoxify your body at the cellular level every day. And it's so important for so many reasons. But one of the biggest reasons is that our food system just isn't what it used to be. And it's really, they've made it harder for us to be healthy because our food is full of pesticides and chemicals, and they're so highly processed that they become food like. They're not even food anymore. So we have to really be careful about what we're putting into our bodies because we are what we eat, right? That is really true. We're building the cells of our body out of what we put into it, literally.
Or we are what we absorb on the
Yes.
topic of gut health, right?
And yeah, and that's what we talked about yesterday. So I just finished up my 3-day leaky gut workshop. And so I had 3 days of just talking about how to protect your gut, how to improve it, and really what happens when we have that gut damage. It it affects the whole rest of your body. And part of the process is that when we have a little bit of damage to the gut, we can't break down our food properly, and then we can't absorb the nutrients from that food. So I get a lot of people who say, I eat really healthy. Like, I have changed my diet, I eat healthy, but I still don't feel well. And my answer to that is you're probably not absorbing your nutrients. And so that's another really big facet of this program, is that these nutrients are absorbable by every body. And so a lot of people text me on day one and go, I don't know if it's all in my head, but I feel a difference already.
Yep.
And it's because you probably haven't been absorbing any nutrients for many years, or very few nutrients. And now all of a sudden your body gets this amazing flood of nutrients, and it's just so impactful. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and a little bit about your story and what you do with your clients now?
Yeah. I don't know. For the people that didn't hear in the Rise to Thrive tribe, Marissa's a gut health coach. And we are partnered on this mission together. And so it's super fun to collaborate. I'm learning so much from her. I know we are all learning from each other and inspiring each other. Super grateful to be connected. My background is in nutrition. That's what I studied. And as many people share a similar experience of having the intention of learning one thing and then getting a whole different experience and being really let down by the system, the educational system, what the Western medical system, all of that. I was on my own trajectory to really explore what real health looked like and felt like, and what real food as medicine felt like in the body, because that is where my whole education fell short. We did not talk about anything at all around food as medicine. And I'm like, what? I thought this was nutrition. And I went through my own healing journey as well. I had a whole lot of gut dysbiosis and leaky gut and all of the things. And it was at its peak during my studies while I'm studying nutrition. I just think that's so ironic, and really just propelled me on my own journey to heal my gut. And that was I really started seeing some big changes when the stress levels dropped, because now we know how much the emotional component is impacting our health. And when I woke up to real hydration, and then when these superfoods came into my world and into my body, that was the ultimate game changer, because I was also that person that was like, I'm doing all the things, I'm super freaking healthy, I don't need anything else, but yet I'm still struggling with constant bloating and indigestion, and just this battle that was completely taking me away from living just being present with my life. And so I get it when people are like, I don't need this. That was
Yeah.
me.
And I have to say, I was already a health coach for probably 3 years or so. And so I was doing all the things, and I was doing all the things with my clients, and I felt good. I felt really good. And then I saw you one day on Instagram, and I don't even know what you were talking about. And I have a lot of clients say this to me too. I don't even know why, but I was just drawn to you, and I just knew I had to sign up for your program. And that's how I felt with you. Like, I saw you talking and I was like, something in the universe is telling me that I need to talk to this person. And so I went to message you, and you had already messaged me. Okay, this is too weird. And I didn't even know about Purium, or even that's what you were sharing. And we talked about it, and I ordered my 30-day program, exactly what we're sharing about today. And I really ordered it to see if it was something that would help my clients. I'm like, I already feel good. I'm a health coach. I'm healthy. I'm all good. And then I did this 30-day program, and I was like, holy shit. I can't believe how much better I feel. And still to this day, I'm like, I thought I felt good before, and I really can't believe the difference. And it's because these products are like, there's nothing else out there like them. And if you're just eating food, that's great. But I feel like in this day and age, we have to supplement with something else. And these products are the best of the best. And I've done a lot of research. Anyone that knows me knows I will spend all day on a computer looking up products. I do that for my clients. And these are the best products out there. So let's just dive into what we're doing for this 30-day program. So this is something that you and Matt, you have your own Facebook group and your own people that you're bringing into it. And then I am bringing some of my people into it. We're collaborating on this program. So tell us a little bit about what you are offering.
Yeah, so for our Rise to Thrive transformation, we're really wanting to encourage people to do the 90-day. There's a whole 90-day lifestyle transformation. We know that after 90 days, that's really when we can make lifestyle changes, like strong habit changes, even though 30 days, brilliant. If you can commit to 30 days, that's amazing, because you're going to see some pretty incredible shifts just in that short amount of time. We are very much, this is a lifestyle. You don't want to get off the train once you're on the train.
Right.
So it's like, whatever you're willing to commit to, like, we are here to support that and encourage you and hold your hand and see how you want to move forward. And really, this is an entire, like, the container is beyond just the nutrition. Like, the nutrition is the foundation. It's what's guiding everything, but we're showing up as coaches as well to talk more about the mindset, the beliefs, the emotional aspects, the healthy meals and recipes, mindful movement, play, connection, community, all of the things that really help to transform, right? We can transform on a cellular level, but if we're not tapping into all these other things, then we know that the emotional aspect is going to override even what we're doing physically. So we have to address all of these things. And so we're providing this container to really hold you through that and to have a group accountability, because that is something that we know is so important. So many of us don't have self-accountability. So if we have each other to show up for one another.
Yeah. I think all of us can relate to that. Like, it's not, if you can't keep yourself accountable, it's not like there's something wrong with you. I think that's totally normal. Right. And being with a group and these other people are doing the same things as you, there's something about that that brings this new level of, okay, I am going to commit to this because I'm doing it with other people.
Right. And it's so much more fun. It's great. I love,
like, you did it on your own. I did it on my own. It's terrible. It takes a long time. You don't know what your next best steps are half the time. You sit there and have to do research and trial and error everything. It took me 10 years from when I started my gut health journey to feeling good. 10 years like that. I don't want anyone else to have to do that. And so joining a group with professionals leading it, so you can ask questions, you can get support, you can get that accountability and the motivation. It's just, it makes a huge difference. So I'm so glad that you have created this container. And I think people are really fortunate to have that, because a lot of people just order the products and do it on their own. And it is more challenging.
Yeah. And people just, they don't, and we can talk about this too. I can see that people get really discouraged and they fall off because they experience something called a healing crisis, or a, what is it? The Herxheimer.
Yeah. Where your body, like, if your body has toxins and you need to get those toxins out of the body, that's what the point is. If the body can't get rid of these toxins quickly enough, then the body you can have a reaction when you're detoxing. And if you don't have a professional helping you, it can be a struggle and it's hard to stick with it. But there's so much that we can do to help you through it. So that's a really important aspect of this program too, is having a professional that is there to answer questions for you too. Yeah.
So if you want to dive into kind of the protocols and what that all looks like. And
yes, let's do it. So what we're doing is called the ULT, the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And it really is a lifestyle transformation. It's not just like, here, take these supplements, eat these foods, and then go on about your life afterward. It's let's adopt these things into our life, because you wouldn't just brush your teeth for a month and then be like, oh, my teeth are clean now, I'm good to go. You would keep brushing your teeth every day. So we need to keep taking care of our bodies every day. And so this is not the ULT, it's the Core 4, but it's basically the same thing, just about like half of it. So you're going to get it in a nice box. And these boxes, by the way, are great for Christmas presents. You're going to get a tracker in it. So it really helps you. You have the whole schedule. You have little check marks so you can check everything off day to day. So it makes it super simple, easy to follow. So the basics of the program. And Brooke and I just attended a webinar on these guys, Super Amino 23. So I cannot tell you how impactful this is in so many ways. These are pure protein and they absorb into your muscles within 23 minutes. This is an amazing product. Dr. Luca invented them, and I've got a bunch of studies on them that I can share with you if you're interested. But the amazing thing about these, they get absorbed in 23 minutes. Most protein, when you eat protein, takes about 14 hours to get through your body, and it can cause a lot of toxic byproducts in the body. So I do gut microbiome testing on all my clients, and probably about 95% of the tests that I see for people with gut issues is that they're not breaking down protein. And I'm talking more specifically about animal protein. They're not breaking it down in their stomach. It's making its way into the large intestine where we don't want it to be. You want to absorb everything, most of it, into your small intestine. If it ends up in the large intestine, it causes all these toxins to build up in your gut. And these are very inflammatory. They're going to cause you all kinds of problems, either constipation or loose stools or IBS, all of these things. And really what we need to work on is improving the way you break down the protein in your gut. But in the meantime, we need to figure out how to get you your protein. And this is how you get absorbable protein. It does not end up in the large intestine. It gets 99.8, I think, percent absorbed and goes right into your muscles. It starts burning muscle, burning fat, and building muscle within 23 minutes. So these are amazing. So tell everybody how they use those.
And yeah, there's no other formula like that exists. It just isn't out there. So this is the formula that you want to tap into, and you'll be taking 10 of them a day while you're doing the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, 5 at a time. I know they're a little bit harder to get down, but they are so worth it. It really is amazing for your skin elasticity.
Like I have a client who takes all 5 at once.
Yeah, I can take 10 at once. So
yeah.
I'm trying to do a competition. Like
some people struggle, but then they just get used to it because they are bigger, but you want to make sure that you're getting all that protein into your body.
And if you need to, you can crush them up, add them to a smoothie, do what you need to do to get it in your body.
Yeah.
But yeah, really great. I love to tell people you can build muscle while sitting on your booty.
Yep.
It's like, why would you not want to do that? I just had a client tell me, she's like, I got my first compliment on my skin looking really good. And she's been on the products for probably a month now. And she's loving the aminos and the protein and all that. And these are the game changer for, really tightening the skin. Dave Sandoval shared a story about they helped a 900-pound man go to 600 pounds. And usually you have to get surgery to remove all that excess skin. And this guy was doing 45 aminos a day.
Wow.
And actually had tighter skin after he lost all the weight.
It's amazing.
So also great for pregnancy, anyone that's pregnant and after having a kid, like such a great way to just bring your body back. Just let it bounce back nice and tight and uplifting. We say it's Botox in a bottle. Yeah, just really great for if you're an athlete or just any human being.
You know, if you like to work out, you can take them before and or after your workout to help you burn more fat and build more muscle. And they use these for hospital patients who are laying in bed and can't build muscle. They give these to them so they can get their protein and still build muscle while they're laying in their hospital bed. So amazing product. So you get up first thing in the morning, empty stomach, and you take your super aminos. So they go right into your muscles and get going first thing in the morning. Just wait 23 minutes. So they go through on an empty stomach, and then you make your shake.
Yep.
So The Power Shake. It's gold. It's absolutely the most amazing product I've ever found. One of the biggest things about this company, and like I said, I do all my research before I try anything, and especially before I send it off to my clients. This is real food. So all of these products in this whole company, I want you guys to just look at the products you have at home and read the ingredients, because you might think you're putting a lot of good things into your body because you're doing a protein shake or whatever shake that you're doing. But I want you to just go into your cupboard and read the ingredients. So let's see if we can get this bigger. Nope, everything I'm doing is opposite. Okay, anyway, so most shakes have all kinds of additives, and the vitamins that are in there are synthetic. They're created in a lab. Your body doesn't know what to do with those as well. Yes, it can help a little bit. It's better than not having vitamins. But you can see this ingredient list here. It's like protein, but then it's just a bunch of additives and sugar and natural flavors. You want to avoid things that have natural flavors. And none of this is organic. So it's really not food because there's so many different additives in it. It's not food anymore. So when we put that in the body, your body doesn't know what to do with it. And then you come down here. I wish you could see this, but these are the two main shakes. We have the Super Meal and the Power Shake, the two main shakes that we use, and it's all real food. It's greens, it's sprouts, it's carrot juice, there's sea kelp, there's adaptogens, there's like all this food that you would never eat on a daily basis, right? That we're getting into our body in an absorbable way. So that is another good point. I'll take this off since we can't read it. But the ingredients in here give you 6 superfood salads worth of antioxidants and nutrition that you just wouldn't get on a daily basis. And the way it's grown is in mineral rich soil, which most food is not mineral rich anymore. So we'd have to eat, I think we both listened to Sean Stevenson, the Model Health Show. He said you'd have to eat, I think, 5 to 10 times the amount of fruits and vegetables today to get the same amount of nutrients as you did 40 years ago. And so that's a really scary fact. And so all of these products, they're grown in mineral rich soil, certified organic, and then tested for glyphosate. So let's talk a little bit about glyphosate and why these products are so impactful in that way.
Yeah. So glyphosate is the active ingredient in Roundup weed killer, which I'm sure you guys are all familiar with that. And it is wreaking havoc not only on the earth, but also on our human health as well. And what it's doing is it's compromising the integrity of our gut microbiome, and it is destroying the tight junction systems, which is like holding our intestinal cells together. And so it's ripping this apart, and then we're opening this up in a way that all of these particles and food matter is able to enter our bloodstream that is not supposed to be entering our bloodstream. So this is causing all sorts of autoimmunity and inflammation and all these food sensitivities and people having all these allergic reactions and things like this that is really just symptomology of a leaky gut due to toxins, chemicals, glyphosate that is entering our body, and our body is seeing it as a foreign invader, right?
And if anyone wants to watch the workshop I just did on leaky gut, just comment gut with whichever group you're in, and I'll send it to you, because everybody on the planet needs to know this information. Like, even if you don't think you have leaky gut, you still want to protect your body from getting it, because even if you're eating 100% organic food, which it's very difficult to do, if that food is grown in an organic farm, but the farm next to it is using Roundup, then your organic food is going to have Roundup either through the air or through the water and the soil. And so we have to protect ourselves against glyphosate, and these products are tested for glyphosate to make sure that they are glyphosate free. So it might be the only food in America that's truly glyphosate free, unless you're a farmer and gets away from other farms, right?
Yep. And Purium's great because most of their products, their food is grown on volcanic topsoil with fresh spring water and like miles away from any polluting industry. So they do have the upper hand as far as just less exposure to any of these other toxins and chemicals. And glyphosate is water soluble, so it is leaching into our water systems, and it's even been found in our rainfall. So
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's in umbilical cords of babies, almost all of them. It's scary. So that being said, this is the best nutrition you can get. And it's even if you have leaky gut and you're not absorbing nutrients from the food that you're eating, this is going to be absorbed. So you're going to get the nutrients from this food, even if you're not getting them from the food that you're eating. Your body doesn't have to work to break this down. And I can see on people's gut tests that their body is not breaking down food well. If you've been on antacids or something like that for any period of time, it's going to reduce the amount of stomach acid, which you think is a good thing, but we need our stomach acid. We need it to be strong and we need it to be hot to break down our food. And we're reducing stomach acids. We're reducing the way we break down food in the stomach. And this comes in and it doesn't force your body to try and have to break it down. So if your body is on the struggle bus, breaking down food, this is going to be your best friend.
And it tastes amazing.
And it's so good.
Like, and it's in compostable packaging. So you can literally plant that in your backyard.
That is the other amazing thing about this company is they're trying to go 100% completely plastic free. So these packages you can put in your compost. You can just put them outside in your garden. And they don't have plastic scoops in them, which I love because I can't remember the number of pounds of plastic Purium has saved by not putting plastic scoops in here. It's astronomical. So I just went on Amazon and bought a couple of stainless steel tablespoons, and I just keep those on hand. Super simple.
Yep, it's great. Big Earth stewardship mission, everything regenerative and
yes,
for the planet and for your health. So
yes, so I love that it's both planet and health. So this Biomedic, this is a one-of-a-kind product. It is specifically formulated to detox glyphosate out of your body. And there are preclinical trials that show it detoxes 74% of glyphosate out of your body in just 6 weeks. Not doing anything else, just adding this into your day will detox glyphosate out of your body. It also starts to rebuild your gut lining. So that leaky gut that we're talking about, you can see, I saw these pictures and I wish I could find them. Now I can't find them. Maybe you know where they are, but I saw pictures. If you came to my workshop, that there's like these finger shaped, it's the shape of the inside of your gut lining, because if your gut lining was just flat, you wouldn't have enough surface area to absorb nutrients. So it's got these little fingers so you can absorb nutrients all the way around. And in these pictures, they're called villi, and you could tell that they were getting damaged and broken off. And then after the Biomedic, you could see that they are reattached after being like damaged. So that's just from this product. So detoxing glyphosate and strengthening the integrity of your gut lining is, and it detoxes other toxins as well. So do you want to talk a little bit more about this guy?
Yeah, it's got the humic and the fulvic, which we know is like chelating heavy metals and things like that. That's something that's found in nutrient dense soil like in the Himalayas, the Shilajit, if anyone knows about that, that's super rich in the fulvic and the humic. And then did you mention the clinical studies that in 6 weeks? It's just it really is just one of those protocols that should be taken every single day, at least just one a day. Like that was the game changer for me and my gut issues, was taking the Biomedic, and I was out of it for a week or so and I could feel things getting weird again. Like it really is just one of those, if you have a daily thing that you're going to do, let it be Biomedic.
Yeah. And then for the kids too, because kids' food is the worst food on the planet. Like the food that they make that is targeted for kids is horrible and tests the highest for glyphosate. Like Cheerios is the highest glyphosate containing food in America. All oat products. So getting this into your kids is super important. And they make a shake that has this in it. That's a chocolate shake. And it's got fruits, vegetables, prebiotics, probiotics, digestive enzymes, Biomedic, and it tastes delicious. So I highly recommend getting that shake for your kids too. Okay, so then we've got our nighttime drink.
The best.
Which is so delicious. I know some people that just drink it because they like the taste of it, like not even for the purpose of it. So this tart cherry juice is Oh, yes. And we forgot to say C-reactive protein also improves by 75% with the Biomedic. And so if anyone knows about C-reactive protein, it's an inflammation marker. And so if you have any autoimmune issues or anything like that, then this is going to be impactful for you. I have a client whose C-reactive protein went from 35 to 18 in 1 month. So I want the chocolate shake. Yeah. So I have the chocolate shake about 3 days a week. I love it. So I have my power shake in the morning and chocolate shake for lunch. So yes, we will send the link. So the tart cherry is one of the highest antioxidant foods and melatonin containing foods. And so we drink it at night. Oh, hello. Apparently we love the apothecary too. So you drink it at night before you go to bed, and it will get you that deep restorative sleep where all of the processes happen in your body. Like your body can't detox, make new cells, get rid of dead cells if you don't get that deep restorative sleep. And that's what the apothecary really does. And I call antioxidants little disease fighters. They go in and they scavenge free radicals and really help you prevent disease. And this is a concentrated form of tart cherry that is one of the highest antioxidant containing foods you could get into your body. And so we do that every night to get that deep sleep and to help the body do all of its regeneration in our sleep as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry for the little transition. I was like, shoot, my computer's dying.
Quite all right.
Yeah, the cherry is just like amazing. There's literally nothing like it. It tastes so good. Put it in your wine glass at night. Drink that, make your mocktails out of that. It's better than wine. It's better than any alcohol.
And really, sleep has always been an issue for me. I think like it is for so many people. And I get deep sleep I will close my eyes and I wake up 8 hours later. And I've never had that in my entire life. And I'll wake up and be like, oh my God, I just slept 8 hours straight, which I think is pretty unheard of these days for most people.
Yeah, it really helps to get that deep, restorative, reparative sleep. That's where all of the repair is happening, is at night in your sleep. And most Americans are not sleeping well. And that's the thing. We might be sleeping. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of getting that really deep sleep. Even some people say that you can, like the optimal humans can sleep like 6.5 hours as long as you're getting the proper deep sleep.
Yep. So that is good. My husband and I go through a lot of that. Like we have to order like 2 extra bottles a month because we love it. We do 2 tablespoons a night.
Yeah. It's good with like a little sparkling water and some lime, like
make it all delicious. Yeah. And then the final product we're going to talk about is the Super Cleanser. This guy is our parasite cleanse. And I think for a lot of people, this is a little bit intimidating because they don't really know about parasites. They don't really know that we need to cleanse them. And for a lot of people, I think it sounds like a big scary thing, but it's really super simple. You want to make sure that you get your body prepared for it. You want to make sure that you're properly detoxing, which is just using these other 3 products or other 4 products every day for 10 days. And you're still eating whatever food you make at home as well. And we try and encourage real food, organic food, try to avoid processed foods and things like that. And then on the 11th day, you start doing your Super Cleanser, and it is just an herbal blend that is going to help get those parasites out of your body. Now, it's not everybody basically has parasites now, and better out than in, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to do that parasite cleanse. It's not like you're going to see them. Nothing is scary is going to happen. It's just going to gently take these out of your body and really overall improve your health. And so you want to do it twice because you want to get the life cycle of the parasites. And so we do it for 10 days. We take 20 days off, and then you do it again for another 10 days. And you can do that once a quarter. That's what we do, or however often you feel like doing it, just to continually make sure that we're getting those guys out of the body.
Yep. It helps to just improve the peristaltic action of your colon too. So it's just really helping to pulse things through in a loving, gentle way. Like you're not going to be running to the bathroom, like, oh my gosh, I can't be at work or whatever it
Right.
might be. Like, you're good. I know some protocols can be like that, and that
Mhm.
is not the case at all. So,
Yeah, it's very
yeah.
gentle. Yeah. So that is the ULT in a nutshell. And honestly, it takes about, I would say it takes 10 minutes a day total,
Yeah, maybe.
maybe, to get the whole thing done. And then we will provide you with recipes for your dinner and your snacks and other foods that you want to have on hand. And then it's really all about just trying to take really good care of yourself while you are doing something like this and moving your body, getting outside, walking in nature, doing a little breath work, doing a little meditation, whatever it is for you to try and really just nourish yourself as you go through this program. And so those are some of the other things that we'll be sharing in addition to the superfoods to just the whole process along.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, because this can be a pretty big emotional purge too, as well. So it's like just being gentle with yourself, trusting the process and
Yeah.
enjoying the process. And it's a very intuitive journey. This is not about depriving your body of anything. And that's something I really want to just illuminate, because it's not a diet. Diets don't work. The word die is in diet. That's old paradigm.
Yeah.
Let's just let that rest
Yeah.
forever, and know that this is the way forward. It's nourishing your body. You're giving your body everything that you need, and then you're eating whole foods throughout the process. So you're not cutting anything out. If you're feeling a little bit extra hungry, have a snack. Don't If you're depriving yourself because I need to follow the program exactly how it goes, then you're going to cause yourself more psychological stress, which is then going to impact the body in a negative way. And we're for health. This is not to disrupt the psychological system anymore. So, yeah, we want to just encourage anyone, no matter where you're at, this is like doable for you. It really isn't one size kind of fits most.
It really is, because I have clients that travel all the time. And to them, this is exactly what they needed. Because I had a client that would order a pizza and just keep pizza in her fridge and eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, basically, when she travels, because she was so busy.
Right.
And clearly she felt terrible. And now she brings her shakes with her. So she can have a shake in the morning. She can have her shake while she's doing her presentations for her job. And these trips are so much more impactful for her. She can do her job better because she has these superfoods with her all the time. She can't believe she can sleep through the night. She's got energy to do all of her job all day long. So they fit into whatever your life is. And honestly, you can take this, put it right in your suitcase, and then all you need is your shaker cup and water. That's it. That's all you need. And it is, you won't believe the difference in how you feel. So I really encourage people to do this at work, because what I always tell people is, if you don't take an hour lunch break, meaning take the time to make your food, let your body get into rest and digest, then eat your food, then give it another 20 minutes after in rest and digest to let it digest, and then go back to work, you're not digesting your food, which means it's going to sit there. It's not going to get broken down. You're not going to get the nutrients from it, and it's going to end up being toxic in your intestines. And so if you don't have time to take a full hour lunch break, just take your shake to work. And there's different shakes that you can do. We can talk about that individually. But I really just encourage people that if you cannot get into rest and digest to eat, have a shake.
Yeah, it's brilliant. We call it the real fast food because it truly is. It's been life changing. And for anyone that's doing the nomad thing, or is always on the move, or was just up against not having healthy options, is traveling a lot, like, this has been the ultimate game changer for me, being on flights, being in the car, just stopping at rest stops or whatever and making a shake, making super cereal, like getting really creative with it. It's
And
been
for moms who are just running their kids around, they're like the taxi cab all day long. Just make yourself a shake, throw it in the car with you, and then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to stop and go through the drive-through because you're starving. You've got your shake with you at all times.
It's quicker than the drive-through. You don't have
It's
to wait.
much quicker than the drive-through, yeah, and cheaper.
And
Like,
cheaper.
I think one shake is about $3.50.
Yeah, maybe less than that.
Yeah.
Like, and there's no way you're going to be able to get the nutrition from this. And so in total, for the 30 days, it comes out to $12 a day for everything. You're getting 2 of your meals covered. You're getting the biomedic, you're getting the parasite cleanse. Yeah, you're getting the aminos. $12 a day. Like, where can you even get a meal for $12?
You can't.
So,
And if you do go buy a meal, it's not going to be organic. It's going to have glyphosate. Your body might not be able to break it down properly. Like, all kinds of side effects come from that. So if anybody live has any questions, let's see if I can. Sometimes Facebook shows me and sometimes it doesn't. I do love Facebook, but it can be glitchy. Oh, hi, Deborah. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Shelly. Anybody have any questions about any of these products? So we're starting on March 26th as a group. So if you are interested, just put ULT in the comments or just send me a message. Or if you're in Brooke's group, send Brooke a message and share this out. If you want to do it with a friend, or it's really great to do it as a couple. A lot of the guys think they don't need it, and they do. So you could suggest it and be like, hey, I really want to do this for myself, but I'd really love it if you do it with me. That's how you have to get guys to do things.
they just don't want to give up their beer and pizza nights.
Yeah. And if somebody is, I have this thing coming up that I have to go to, great, go to it. But getting this into your body is going to be better than not doing it all. So even if you get this into your body and then you still have a trip to go on and you still want to have the food and the drinks on the trip, at least get this stuff into your body and support your body so that when you go on that trip, your body is so much more supported and able to handle it when you go.
Yeah,
so
instead of like making excuses for why we shouldn't do it, let's have reasons for why we should. Yeah. It's fine if you have a day where you're not perfect or you have an event or something. It's like, but missing out on this because of that one day is just silly.
Yeah.
You know, you get back on the train, like you fall off and you get right back on. And it's amazing damage control too. So
yes,
for the time that you do put something in your body, it's a little bit iffy. Your body's able to bounce right back.
And because you're sealing up that leaky gut, now your body can actually handle those foods. So if you do go out for pizza night, your body will be like, okay, this is fine. We'll digest it. We'll move it through. No big deal. But if we still have leaky gut, it's going to cause damage to the body. So if you can't be perfect with it, I don't care. Just get these things into your body. Like, for instance, I'm going on a trip this next week to Arizona. There's a huge group of us, and we're going to watch baseball games. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be eating baseball game food, which used to just absolutely make me miserable for the rest of the day. And now I can have these little treats and my body is totally fine digesting all of these things because I've strengthened it. And I always say, if you have a strong gut, you can handle any storm that comes your way.
Yeah.
Meaning going on a trip, getting a virus, having an emotional trauma happen, all these storms that come your way, if your body's already strong, it'll handle it.
Yep. And I remember just being so afraid of what I would put in my body and not knowing like how my body was going to respond. And now I'm able to eat things that I would normally avoid the plague.
Yep.
You know, because I'm like, I know that is definitely going to mess me up. And now I'm like, cool, I can have cheese here and there and dairy and things like that I'd normally not put in my body. And wheat things, you know, obviously the wheat is really, you know, tainted when they glyphosate it. But if you're doing organic, clean wheat products, my body's able to process that now. Yeah. So now I don't need to be afraid of the foods that I put in my body. And that's a huge win.
Huge. Because so much of our problems are up here, that gut-brain connection. So if you're worried about everything you eat, your body is not going to digest it. So that switch is a whole new world. It's like this veil is lifted and you have this freedom that is amazing. You can go on trips. You can go out to eat with your friends. You can be one of the normal people that's not like pushing food around the plate and not being able to eat. And that's what I think you and I are both all about, is freedom to be able to do whatever you want to do without worry. So whatever that is for you, you should be able to do it. And this is what allows you to have that freedom.
Yep. Health freedom. And then it's just really the catalyst for like having visions and dreams and living your life with purpose and presence. Like it literally ripples into every aspect of your life. So if you're feeling like, oh, I feel like my health is already good, well, watch it impact so many other things in your life and your relationships and your creativity and your excitement and enthusiasm and being able to fuel your passions. Like, it's really quite profound. That's all the stuff that you don't realize that you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
It's a snowball for sure. It's not just about the gut. It affects everything in your life. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do with my clients if I didn't have energy and clarity and a good mood every day. Like, these are things that I have every single day, and then I can go out and make an impact with my clients because of it.
Yep. It's about making an impact, and you're being a conscious consumer. You're supporting yourself. It's self-love. Like, every aspect of this is for the benefit of all beings on this planet. Yeah. All right. I think that's pretty much it. If you want to know more, just send us a message and we'd be happy to chat. Hop on a little one-on-one call, hear more about your journey and where you're at and how you can feel best supported. And that's really what we're here to do. And we're all in this together.
Yes, yes. So just comment if you're in Brooke's group, comment or send her a message. If you are in my nutrition group, comment on this ULT or send me a message and we'll book a call, find out what your goals are, and really help you with next best steps.
Yep. All right.
Great weekend, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Thank you, Brooke.
Have a beautiful weekend. And stay nourished.
Bye.
Bye, Marissa.